Welcome to another episode of Flash Performance and RV Restoration. I was moving the RV around trying to get stuff figured out on it, and one of the things that I figured out is that I have a flat tire on my inner dual. Now, I tried to air up that inner dual and it would not air up, and I figured out why. Before we go on a trip of any kind, it doesn't matter if it's an RV or your normal car, you want to make sure that the tires are all aired up. How do you do that when you have dual rear wheels and you can't see the inner dual? Well, you get a hammer or a mallet and you hit them. You can tell the difference in sound to know if it's aired up or if it's flat. Make sure before you hit the road that you check your tires. And we know that this inner one is flat, and here's why. When we have dual wheels, it's very difficult to be able to air up the inner dual. We can get to the air nozzle on the outside wheel pretty easily, but be able to get to the inside is hard. So that's where this hose comes into play. This is a braided hose that goes to the air inlet of the inner dual. Well, when I try and air this up, you can hear it leaking right here at the joint. So we need to replace this hose. To replace this hose, I need to really take the liner out, and I also need to take this outer tire off because I got to re-bead or reseat that inner dual. So to do that, I got to jack up the rear end of this RV. This is a 4-ton jack, and I have the front wheels are chalked. So we're going to see if we can lift up the rear half of this side, get it up in the air. Whew, safety third. All right, let's get that cover off. Now, if you haven't taken these simulators off, usually there are 2 nuts on there, if not 3 that are fake. So those nuts actually will unscrew. Those are the ones that hold that cap on. And you can look at them and you can see a little bit of a gap between them to tell which ones are the fake ones. You can tell that there's no gap behind this guy right here, and there is a gap between this guy right here. So this is one of the ones that's holding the simulator on, and I got one on the opposite side also. So let's get those taken off. Now that we have those 2 off, we can pull off that simulator pretty easily and put that to the side. I'm going to double check to make sure that I have all the weight off of the jack and onto the jack stand, and then we're going to take these wheels off. You can see how this hose works. It actually just attaches right to the nipple of the original Schrader valve and just gives you an extension on that. Take that off. Now, while I have this hose off, I'm actually going to go ahead and air up this tire to make sure that it holds air and make sure that this Schrader valve here isn't bad. Anytime you're airing up tires like this that take a high amount of pressure, you want to make sure that you have a way to get away from the tire when you're airing it up. You don't want to be right up in there and have the tire explode on you. So I got this digital tire inflator from Milton, and it actually has a quick connect that slides onto the valve, and you don't have to hold it on there with your thumb. Not only does it save your thumb, but you can get it on there and sit back a little bit while that tire's airing up to make sure you don't have any blowouts at high PSI. For all you astute viewers, you noticed that I did a wardrobe change, and the reason being is I started this video on a weekend and I went to the local parts store to pick up these airline extensions, and they had no clue what I was talking about. So I had to wait until Monday to be able to pick up a set of airline extensions, and I got these from NAPA Auto Parts. These are part number 90330. These come in a single pack, and these are the airline extensions. They carried, well, my store carried these in stock. You'll notice that it's just a short little extension. It's nothing huge, and then it has a little clamp on here that if you needed to, you can clamp that to your rim. Even if your vehicle does not have airline extensions on it, you can add these if you wanted to. I've already put the wheel back onto the RV and bolted everything down, but the way that I mounted it up, I made sure that the eyelet for the outer dual was available to see the stem of the inner dual. I hope that made sense. That way I'm able to actually get this hooked up without having to take the wheels off again. Now that the inner dual is all aired up, I can stick the hose on there from the outside and then run it back through my simulator to make it all work so I can access it from the outside. Let's get this installed. Now that I have the hose ran through the rim, I can put the simulator back on. When you clock your simulator, you just want to make sure that the tab of where that air hose is going to be is in the right direction. So let's get that put on. Put our cap back on. A simple job to make your RV easier to maintain, putting some air hose extensions on. They're not anything earth-shattering, but it's one less step to have to worry about when you're checking your tires before your big trip. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give me a thumbs up, like, subscribe to the page. I got a lot more RV restoration videos coming up. I'm Chad from Flash Performance. We'll catch you next time.